All these guys, man, that are like, you gotta go to New York and make it happen. No, you don't, man. That's dead now. Do it the way The Weeknd did it. Do it the way Party Next Door did it. Do it the way I did it, you know? Do it from where you're at.
I think I had things in my mind that I wanted to accomplish. I think I had the utmost faith in myself and a lot of confidence in myself. I don't necessarily know if I ever saw it going like this far. I think initially my goal was just to be a protege that didn't flop. You know, I just wanted to be somebody that was like remotely as important as my mentor.
I don't want to be number two. I think that would be a weird thing to sit here and say, or I don't care. You know, I want to make this city proud. You know, that's a main reason for me.
But now it gives me a chance to really accept that I am something different. I am something new, and now it's just I see it more as an opportunity to really be like, well, maybe I don't have to be the next Ye or I don't have to be the next Wayne. I could just be the first Drake.
That things that I repetitively think about or say, I'm able to manifest. Like, you know, this house, for example, I manifested this because I obsessively used to take my uncle's Audi and I used to take a girl to Young and Eglinton, Silver City to the movies. And then I used to go tell her like, yo, you wanna go see where I'm gonna live one day? Yeah. Because this is where I'm gonna live one day. And my uncle had the Audi drop and I used to drive these same 3 streets right here. That used to be my route right there. You know, out of all the things that people will say about me, I was never affected by the whole like, you know, this is soft or this is emotional or whatever. Because I was just kind of like, I mean, I guess I just make music for like dusty guys and shit, but like, that's just not really like what inspires me, you know? The realization that it's possible was extremely important. I don't credit myself for anything other than that. If this person can do this, I can do this. And just for anyone watching this that's wondering how this happened, you know, that's really the answer. It's being so unsure how you're getting it done that you just kind of keep going in the hopes of figuring out the formula. Just feeling so lucky and blessed that the fear of losing it keeps you up at night.
It's just about quality, man, and just taking pride in yourself, you know, and having an ear. A lot of artists don't even know when they sound wrong or off.
I don't really celebrate the wins. I don't sulk over the negative. I just keep it moving. If you have the music, that's all it takes. Present it to the world and the world will tell you if it's worth their time or not.
I've sacrificed so much for it already and dedicated so much of my time that I have to push it as far as I possibly can because I've given up a lot of years. I always want more. I'm, for some reason, like ready to go back and start working on new music.
It's everything I always wanted. It's what I work tirelessly for and relentlessly, you know, just constantly trying to, you know, create, stay refreshing, stay consistent, you know, learning the right amount of time to take off. It really had to spread from word of mouth. Right. You know, it really, you know, it was still people playing the CD in their car, and it was that whole "who is this" moment, which is, by the way, the best moment for any artist in music. You know,
don't today. It's still
yeah,
fresh?
don't ever not like just be present in your "who is this" moment, because you're gonna be chasing that "who is this" moment for the rest of your career, trying to keep people as interested as they were when they felt like they were one of the only people listening to you. For all new artists, please be present in that moment, because it does escape you, and you'll be trying to get it back forever. So. You know, at the end of the day, I can't just keep doing the same thing over and over again, because one, you'll get used to it and then you'll be over it. And two, for me, it's like, you know, I want to try my hand at something. And I used to rap like Budden back in the day, just with the way I used to try and get like certain flows off. And then, you know, when I met Wayne, I realized the goal was to like get bars off, but also have these catchy nuances that people can grasp onto. Right. And I think a big thing that changed my music too was understanding the performance element. So to watch what records work on tour for Wayne, or to start doing my own shows and see, okay, like, cool, you know, like I do love to make, you know, R&B music, slow music, melodic music, but like, man, it feels good to have one of those slappers. Like, it feels good to have people screaming those words back at you, and they start moshing and they start going crazy. And you know, again, your appetite starts to grow, and R&B music or songs like Best I Ever Had, you know, aren't enough to satisfy the palate. You want more, you know, you want to tap into different things.
I think less than the dollar value, it's just more about the idea of growth and business mindset.
Anybody that knows me knows that my strongest talent is writing. That is my strongest talent. I'm not a great singer. I'm a good performer. I've grown into a great performer. But my greatest talent is writing, you know, and that's why people ask me to write songs for them. That's why people like to get in the room and write with me. And yeah, I want to just encourage anybody, like, look, if it makes a great song and you're the one that's voicing it, but it's you and this other person that's cooking it up, you're not doing anything wrong, you know? And that's like just, again, from me speaking to any new artist, like, don't let anybody tell you that you're not supposed to collaborate on music. That's what this is for. We should, you know, whatever gets you to that destination where you have, you know, a great body of work. If you need somebody to write the whole thing and all you do is just go in and track it, there's still artists that exist like that to this day that people love and revere, and they sell out stadiums.
For me, I take my time, I write, and it's just about me getting my thoughts out. You know, Wayne told me something really important one day. I told him, I said, how do you find those thoughts so quick? He said, it's not about making things up. You don't have to worry about making things up. If you're really writing from an honest perspective, your thoughts are in there. You just have to locate them. You know, I just take a little more time. I write in my BlackBerry, and I go online to research things, like, if I need to. You know, I take my time. I'm not really one of those rappers that prides himself on, like, oh, I did 50 songs tonight. You know, it's like I can do 2 verses, not finish the song, and feel proud. I mean, to each their own. And, you know, you got to do what works for you. It's a creative process, man. That's what it's about. You know, it's an individual creative process. It shouldn't be about, there's no standard. Like, you don't have to not write to be a good rapper. So, I mean, as soon as you understand that and you get comfortable with yourself, like, I don't care. I'll pull my phone out in front of anybody and start writing and say, yo, I got to go and check this website or do, I don't, you know, because I know that when I come with that verse, you're going to be like, oh, okay, that's why it took, you know, 2 hours and you had the, you know, you needed the wireless internet hooked up. Oh, that's why.